Hello, Gemini, and welcome back to your weekly reading for the 25th to the 28th. Really nice reading, good reading. Decisions need to be made, as you would have well seen in the part one. If you want to see part one, it is tagged or pinned in the comment section below. So decisions need to be made, and realizing that not everyone's got your best interests at heart. But you seem to be heading down a path for pure love and joy. And with that first card that came up, that connecting the 10 of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles, this is a long and constant journey towards love and happiness. So let's just see what's going on. I think that was a 10 of Pentacles that actually came out in the thing. Victory. I'm not sure if it was yours last week. It might have been. Go and have a look. But this is what's coming through from last week. Through those victories of last week, you can actually start heading down that pathway. And maybe that victory may have given you that understanding about being honest with yourself. And the combining journey for all of this is the Three of Wands. So it's from the ultimate goal is going off on that journey of discovery, that journey of passion for your life, and surfing those waves of energy. That's what you should be doing and heading towards emotionally, and fulfilling your life with all of these emotions throughout the long journey that you should be going on. This is a really good, this is setting up to be a really good autumn for you, where you'll be able to do a lot of stuff, clear out a lot of clutter. The autumn is the last 3 months before your birthday, and you'll find that out in the Astroflower book. But the last 3 months is on the physical side. Last 2 months is on the physical side. Last month is on the emotional sort of side. And you're going to be coming into that in the next sort of 2-3 months. So it's starting on that journey. If you start that journey now in the next month that's coming, and this is what it's trying to sort of say to you, you can actually do that journey over that autumn period. So it'd be a really good transition for you. Let's just see what's connecting those two there. Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups radiates love, but not necessarily love between two people, but love in general. Love for the community, love for the world, love for the stars, love for yourself. And maybe she's got that cup right in the center and that crown on her top. And that cup is all about you. It's like the Ace of Cups. It's made it to the height of the journey, and don't forget to give you some good loving in that. And that will maybe help you to see clearly that some people don't have your best interests of heart. Let's go on to the physical side. Let's see how this 10 of Cups can manifest into the 3 of Wands. The 4 of Cups. So you might be just a little bit bored waiting by the sounds of it. You know, sometimes this is that whole patient thing. I wouldn't be surprised if the Strength card came up, yeah? You got the 5 of Cups. So, you know, with that patience, okay, so you might feel disappointed because it's not going as quickly as you want it to go. It's with that disappointment with the 5 of Cups. But is it because you're still holding on to things from the past? That you're not seeing it clearly, the situation, those decisions that you got to make, which we went into in part 1. Yeah. 8 of Wands. So we've already got cards that are starting to re-clarify your upper journey. And so you don't have to wait. You're not going to have to wait long for things to change. And that disappointment will overflow. And I wouldn't be surprised if you don't get like, you know, you get the 9 of Cups or something like that up in that section there. Because your disappointment will be short-lived, and your wait and your impatience will be short-lived, because things will be moving on fast if you decide to go on that journey after making those decisions. Yeah. 6 of Pentacles. So it has to be a fair exchange. In order for that to be a fair exchange, as these things come through, and you're supposed to nurturing that with that 7 of Pentacles there. So you've got 6 and 7, like you've got 4 and 5 on here. It's a progressive journey going from one state to another. And to go up to the Seven of Pentacles to nurture your future plans, you have to understand it's a fair exchange. And this may tie into that Seven of Swords on that sort of side. Don't sacrifice yourself for the entire world. It's not a nice thing. It's a nice thing to do, but it may not be the best thing to do. So sometimes it's better just to say no. Sorry, can't help. I do apologise. I wish I could, but I'm not in the position to help you. And you'd probably be better off finding someone who is in a position to help you. Let's see how these sort of two pathways combine into one another for the eventual outcome, the starting of a new journey. This could be a situation that you're heading towards your love, and you could have choices between two people. It could be choices between two communities, two places to live, or two parts of your family or stuff like that. And you might it looks like you're going to make that decision and go on that journey. And it's going to be like it's going to be like a breath of fresh air for you. It is death and rebirth. So it's a finishing of one side and starting on another, you know. And it's Chariots. Everything's really coming in fast for you underneath. Just looking at your elements and your qualities on your flower. Yeah, it might be very, very concrete how it's coming in quickly. Very, very acts of physical states may be helping you out a lot. So, you know, someone might turn up with that lawnmower that you've been looking for to mow your lawn, you know. So you've actually physically got what you need in order to do that journey. And it just turns up really quickly. The lawnmower turns up. All of a sudden you realise there's a composter in the garage and things just go along really quickly. So it could, that weight, which you might feel at the beginning of the week and disappointment with having to wait, I think it's going to be really short-lived. And the reason it's happening is maybe you need a breather before you kick off, because it's definitely going to kick off for you, Gemini. Strength. So strength card did come out in the end. I did say that. And that is what's blowing through you. So say strong to yourself. That is the main image, because it's coming through the center of your flower, and this is your center being. So be strong to yourself. Yeah. Being strong to yourself, you've got the King of Swords at the top, which is all to do with judgment, understanding, but also sticking to a path. You know, that King of Swords is holding onto his sword like a rudder, and he's guiding his path in the future. And he can see very far down in the future. And that's all about seeing that journey and just going off on it. I want to see what's happening, or maybe coming up in next week's, the week after, from the 28th onwards. Let's just sort of see. Reflected with the Ten of Pentacles. How brilliant is that? There's some really good stuff coming in for you. And celebrations with the Four of Wands. It might be marriage, you never know. You might find that person. It might be remarrying the person you're already in relationship with. That could be really good. And it could be remarrying with a community. I think it's more to do with community than to do with individual people. But it could be reuniting a family, reuniting a community and stuff like that. Looks really good for you, Gemini. I'm looking forward to your future readings through the Astroflower. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, click the like. Let's see how many we can get. I reckon we're going to get 27.